Hi, this is Janice, and today I'm going to show you how to do the page 6 of Baby Mine mini album. I'm from ScrappyCutsOnline.com, and all of the pieces that you see here have been made into files for your digital cutting machine to cut out. This page has two buttons as embellishments. The buttons look like they're holding the two stars together, the two sets of stars together. And when I use buttons for this purpose, I like to thread them to give them a little bit of more authenticity so they look real. As in the other pages, I used Tim Holtz Distress inks to apply ink on the sides of each of the light colored pieces, the beiges and the whites, and on this page I also applied the distress ink to the sides of all of the light colored gingham, the blue gingham pieces, the stars, and the background paper. The next thing to do is just to start layering the pieces, and this is the light colored blue gingham on top of the brown background paper. Then add the dark brown piece that makes part of the frame to the scalloped part of the frame. The top layer, which is the layer that you would put your photograph on, to the top part of the frame. Then eyeball where you want the frame to go on your page, and then again add adhesive and then place it on your page. Just because you have just plain paper for your background doesn't mean you have to be limited to keep that paper the same color. I wanted the consistency of the polka dots to go through this album, so I went ahead and drew polka dots around the brown part of the frame. And then did the same thing for the stars, the brown stars. And then it's time to start assembling your embellishments. The first thing I'm going to do is put the stars together. Added dimensional pop dots to the back of the star so that it would give it a more of a three-dimensional look on the page. I only added the dimensionals to the top portion of the star because the bottom portion of the star is going to hang over where you would put your photograph, so you wouldn't have to worry about covering up the star with your photograph, and you could slip your photograph underneath the star. But before you add the bows to the tags and the tags to the page, adhere the letters of baby to each one of the tags. I wanted my brown baby letters to go with the frame, and so I used my white ink pen to put the polka dots along the inside of each of the letters. And then you're going to add the paper curlicue that you cut out with your die cutting machine. But before you adhere it to the page, finish assembling the second group of stars and put them where you think it's going to be the best so that the curlicue will go over the stars. I used my Y from baby to help me place the star because I did not want the star to go over the letters. And then the next thing to do is add your letter tags. Use glossy accents to add the buttons to each one of the stars and also the bows to each one of the tags. As an afterthought, I decided I want the baby letters to show up a little bit more, so I decided to add glossy accents to each one of the letters to give them a shine and to make them look more three-dimensional. Your page aside to dry. It will take about an hour for the letters to dry before you can touch them. But there it is. It's finished. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have looked at the other ones. Any comments, please leave them. I appreciate it. Thanks. Bye-bye.